Hello again, my beautiful people. Your girl 𝐏𝐫𝐞𝐿 all up in your space, honey, with a first trimester update video. We got a lot to discuss. We have a lot to dive in on. Okay, I'm gonna give y'all the tea on what's been going on with me. So stay tuned. So before I really dive into it, I'm just going to talk about how I found out, right? We want to know how your girl found out that I was even knocked up, pregnant, expecting, etc., etc. So my breasts were starting to fill up because I'm a part of the itty bitty committee, okay? If y'all didn't know. And they weren't looking like balled up garbage bags anymore. They were starting to look fuller. And it still didn't click in my head. And it could be because 2 months before that I did take a test, maybe 3 months. I did take a test and I found out I wasn't pregnant. So I was kind of disappointed. It was like bittersweet. I was happy in a sense because it was like, oh, I could work out, you know, I can get my body right, yada yada yada. And then the other half was just like, oh man, I wouldn't mind, you know, being pregnant. So that is why too my mind was just like, there's no way I'm pregnant, because I just had took a test 2 to 3 months prior, you know. Anyway, fast forward to my breasts feeling really sore. So I ended up scheduling an appointment with a doctor thinking something else was going on with my breasts. And fast forward like a week or two after, before my appointment, I was like, my husband, both of us was just like, let's go ahead and take a test. Because I was working out faithfully, and this one particular workout, I could not finish it without having pre-workout. I was just so tired, and usually I could push through my workouts, it's nothing, but I had to take pre-workout to even get through it. So I was like, something going on. So my husband was like, let's get a test while we out. We was already at Target, so we ended up getting a test. So I took the test and I saw those 2 lines, and I had like a ball of emotions. So first it was like excitement, happy, then I was shocked, like, oh my gosh, I'm really pregnant. And then it was kind of like emotional, like, oh my gosh, like I swear this is my second chance, you know. Those of you that know our story before with our daughter 𝐏𝐫𝐢𝐬, so it was just like, wow, like this is it. Like 𝐓𝐫𝐢𝐬 get to have a sibling here with her that she can play with and interact with and things like that. And then I got like emotional, my eyes watered up, and I was like, okay, I gotta tell babe. I didn't cry, but when I told him, we was like jumping up and down like big babies, like teenagers all over again. We were so happy, right? So hence how we found out that I was pregnant. And then I ended up having to call the doctor and say, scratch that, it's not nothing with my breasts, I'm actually pregnant. So I had to end up scheduling an appointment with an OB. Okay, so fast forward, y'all saw the gender reveal.
1, 2, 3.
And now I'm doing my update. So y'all already know I am having a healthy baby boy. Yay! So excited. Zari's gonna have a baby brother. Yay! So, and they will be like 5 years apart. So long, right? But they're still gonna be close. We're gonna make sure that they're close. Now, let me go ahead and fast forward to what I have been experiencing, because it's been real. Okay? First things first. The nausea and the eating. Okay, I would literally be sick from sun up to sundown. I felt so bad, so terrible, and that's what made me think like, yo, this, I had no doubt in my mind, like, this gotta be a boy. It just has to be. And I know each pregnancy is different, but I was feeling so bad to where it was hard for me to get out of bed, and I was still working. Thank God I was working from home. Had I had to go to the office, I would have had a lot of missed days from work, a lot of missed days. It was just so hard for me to get up. It was hard for me to just function. I just was so weak, tired, exhausted. I just couldn't deal. I really couldn't, and I felt so bad. And when I went to the doctor, I thought I was further along, and come to find out, I was only like 8. Stop, girl. I was only like 8 8 weeks, I believe. And when I found out, I was sad. My heart just sank in my chest, because it was just like, I'm thinking, I only got 1 or 2 more weeks left before I'm done. And it was just like, nope, you got a few more weeks to go, sweetie. Several more weeks to go before you up out of this part. And I was just like, man, I was just so sad. Like, I gotta keep going. So anyway, so I would literally be sick from like when I wake up all the way until at night. I didn't start feeling better until about 10 o'clock at night. And by that time, it's time to go to sleep and do it all over again. I was just like, come on, bro. Why are you doing this to your mom? But he was really taking. He was taking it all. And I was just like, you must gonna be a big boy. Because I was showing in my first trimester. Normally, I show like toward the end of my second. With Zariah, I didn't show toward like the end of the second until the third is when I really started showing. So the eating portion, I had to eat like what it felt like was every 30 minutes. Because if I did not have food in my stomach, I really felt bad. And I don't think I was drinking enough water, because I just felt so weak and dehydrated. And once I realized that, I started drinking water, and that still didn't work. I did drink Gatorade. That actually would help. When I would drink Gatorade, it boosted up my energy a little bit. Surprisingly, but water, as much water as I drank, all it did was make me just feel bloated and full. So yeah. That's what I was experiencing pretty much. Now, when it came to the eating, I could not eat anything that was cooked in this house. I did try to eat it. I'm ready to just throw it up. But I didn't throw up. I never threw up with all 3 of my pregnancies. But I had the urge of this one was like 10 times worse than before, where I just really couldn't eat. No foods could be cooked in the house. And if it did, obviously we cooked food in the house. But I just couldn't eat it. I had to eat out. I was eating McDonald's, which I do not. That's not my thing. I hate eating McDonald's. But with this boy, your girl was eating McDonald's. I was eating Wendy's. I was eating Arby's. I was eating Burger King, Zaxby's. I'm trying to think what else. I was eating a lot. Oh, when I say a lot of takeout, a lot of takeout. Anything if I was to see something online and saw somebody eating something, I would want it. And it's like, I have to have it. If I don't have it, it's going to be a problem. You're going to hear my mouth. I had to have it. Now, with this one, I didn't really have cravings. But if I saw somebody eating something and it looked appealing and it smelled good, I wanted it. Period. The next thing I want to talk about is bloating. Bloating and gas. Y'all know, moms, y'all know how it is when, you're pregnant. The gas is real, okay? And the bloating, Jesus be a help. I would eat food. It was like my eyes were bigger than my stomach. Because I would have this food and I would eat it. After I would eat it, I would feel nauseated. And then I would feel like a whale, and my stomach would maybe that's why I looked like I was showing, because the bloating. I would bloat so bad till it would knock me out. And the sad part is I couldn't even lay down, because if I laid down, I would feel even worse. So it was like I had to move. I had to walk to help with the bloating, to move, I guess, the gases or whatever out, drinking a lot of water. My mother-in-law had made me some ginger tea with some honey one time, because the bloating was so bad. I was like about to cry, about to be in tears. I'm like, I have to get some type of relief. Like, it just felt like my stomach was about to explode. And I'm like, I'm just in my first trimester. Why does it feel like I'm a whale? Why do I feel like a whale already? Like, I'm not even in my third. I'm in my first, and I feel like a whale. Like, the bloating was so bad, y'all. I mean, whew. The bloating is what had me like, I'm not having no more kids. That's how bad my bloating was. But when I tell y'all I drank that tea, within minutes, I felt so much better. I think my stomach even went down. I felt so good. And I was just like, I was just so shocked. Like, ginger really does that to you? Like, it helps a lot with digestion and bloating. Like, Within minutes, y'all, I felt so good. And I was just like, you couldn't tell me nothing. I was like, get it. So we talked about the nausea. We talked about the bloating and the gas. The third thing I would say would be being fatigued. Like so tired, exhausted to the point where I just couldn't do anything. It was just like, I did any little task I would do, I'm worn out right after it. And it was to the point I was like, am I gonna have to be on bed rest soon? Because I was that exhausted. I just couldn't do much. I just couldn't. And my husband literally had to pick up the slack. Shout out to London, my hubby. If I did not have him, if I did not have my husband to help me out, I would be a different mother. I'm telling you. I just don't know. And then my patience, the patience that I have, you can forget it. I had no patience with my own daughter. The patience I had with her was just gone. But my husband, like his patience, he has really good patience. So he helped out a lot in those areas when Zariah would just aggravate me to no end and I would just be ready to explode. He stepped in and was like, okay, let me take over before your mom turned into a monster. It is what it is. I'm being real. Your girl, I wasn't able to do. Sorry, just was not able to do. So thank you again, hubby, for hanging in there. Zaddy did his thing, period, and he's still doing his thing. He did it with all 3 pregnancies, and I have no complaints. Like even though he was getting on my nerves, like every little thing he would do was aggravating me. It was just like, ugh, I don't like you, and I don't even know why. I just don't like you. It was just bad, y'all. But hormones. I blame it all on the hormones. Okay. And he understood. The 4th thing would be my breasts. How I told y'all how they were sore. When I say it felt like my breasts were so sore to the point where it felt like, moms, y'all know when you are breastfeeding and your breasts get engorged, and your breasts get engorged and like hard, and it's just like so sore and tender to the touch. That's how it was. My breasts got so big as now they're huge. Okay, I am probably in like a double D, which is, I went from a B, C-ish to now I'm in a D. When I would go to bed at night and I wake up in the morning in the middle of the night to go use the bathroom, I would literally have to hold my breasts. I would literally have to hold them because they would be so sore. Oh my gosh. And I couldn't walk like regular walk. I had to like tiptoe. And I'm not exaggerating. This is how painful my breasts were. I had to hold them and walk gently. Like, so I wouldn't hit them, so they wouldn't shake. It was like monkeys was on my breast pulling them down. The gravity was real, y'all, I'm telling you. But what helped, I didn't sleep with the bra, but what helped was my doctor told me, my OB, she said wear a sports bra. That way, that'll support them, which helped. Once I started putting the sports bra on at night, which I hate wearing bras anyway, I'm the type of person, I like to be free when I sleep, period, okay? That should tell you right there. I like to be free. So putting that on, it was uncomfortable at first, but it helped. When I would get up in the middle of the night, I didn't have to tiptoe. I still had to walk gently, but I didn't have to tiptoe. And I didn't have to hold them. That bra held it. But when that bra came off, when that bra came off, Lord have mercy, help me Jesus, the pain was real. Like, I just didn't, my breasts were never this sore with my daughter. My nipples were sore, my areolas. I would look in the mirror and just be like, who is this person? This is not my body. This don't belong to me. My breasts are just so huge. Areolas, big as a dog on Oreo, bigger than an Oreo cookie. It's like a chocolate chip cookie. Like, I'm not exaggerating. And your nipples are bigger. They're so much bigger, and it's just like, your men probably like it, but me, no, I'm not a fan. And the sad part is, right now I'm only in my 2nd, right now. And this happened in my 1st trimester. I'm in my 2nd now. So imagine how much bigger they are now, and they're gonna continuously get bigger. That's what has me kind of nervous, because I'm like, if I'm this big now, what I'm gonna look like in my 3rd trimester? Lord, help me. Help me understand how I'm gonna look. This boy, I feel like he's gonna be a big boy. I do. Which has me a little nervous. But hey, this is a part of being pregnant. This is a part of bringing forth life. This is just what it is, and I accept it. I accept it. Or do I? I do. I'm excited. The next thing, which is breakouts, y'all. This had me wanting to be depressed, but I wasn't depressed. But when I tell y'all, my skin broke out so bad, to the point where I'm gonna show y'all some pictures so y'all can see how bad it was. Now my skin broke out. I didn't start breaking out until I got pregnant for the first time ever with my daughter Zariah. That changed my hormones forever, and I ended up developing, I guess you want to call it, I found out when I moved to Atlanta 4 or 5 years ago, that I had adult acne, adult hormonal acne, which was like cystic acne, where it's under my skin, the bumps are under my skin. But now with this pregnancy, they're on top of my skin where you can like see them. And they were really sore. It would hurt when I would wash my face. And then I found out from my mom I was using the wrong soap. So what I started doing was changing my routine a little bit. I just went to the Clean and Clear for sensitive skin, which did help. Not as I would have liked it to, but it helped. But once I got to my second trimester, I was able to eat better. So now I drink more shakes. Started incorporating that into my diet, eating more fruits, greens, things like that, which has helped with my skin too. And I think a lot of it was from hormones, yes, pregnancy, yes, but a lot also dealt with what I was putting into my body, what I was eating, because those things I didn't eat before, but I was eating them now. And then I'm growing my hair out, so I'm natural, so my hair is about this long and I don't know what to do with it. And it's just like walking around wearing baggy clothes, hair looking like I was born back in the 1960s and didn't have a hairdresser, skin breaking out real bad. I just felt so, which leads into my next one, unmotivated. Like I wasn't motivated to do anything, hence make videos. I was too tired, too exhausted, and then on top of that, my skin breaking out, not feeling good. I'm just glad that part is over. Hallelujah. I made it. Okay? Your girl made it. Praise the Lord. And I'm so serious when I say that. But yeah, my motivation, even when my skin started getting better, I still got a ways to go. You know, I got makeup on now, but y'all can still see the bumps. But even before, I didn't wear makeup my whole first trimester. I didn't, because I just wasn't motivated to do it, and I didn't want to put that on my skin with it breaking out the way it was. So I did started using Paula's Choice like creams and treatments, which has helped, y'all. It has helped me so much, like so much. And I've been using that for the past few days, only a few days. I just got it in the mail. And it has definitely been working. And yes, it is safe. The stuff I'm using, it is safe to use on my skin while I am pregnant. Okay, I did my research. Thank you. Don't come for me. That's that. That's what's been going on with your girl. I'm doing so much better. Ew, I'm doing better. Ew. You can't tell me nothing. I feel so much better. But I'm gonna show y'all my bumps so y'all can see where I am. And I'm in this video out. So this is the bump. This is my boy. The last time I weighed myself before I was pregnant, I think I was 130. Maybe a little under that. But right now, your girl is 148 pounds. So I'm putting on some weight. But anyway, y'all, thank you so much. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I've been gone, but your girl is back. I will be posting every other week, okay? Bear with me, please. Your girl is doing a lot. I got so many ideas and so many things I want to do and roll out, but I have to be realistic and I have to take my time. So, I got a lot for y'all though. I really do. On our family channel, which is A Walk with Royalty. If you haven't done so already, go like, comment, subscribe, okay? And then my channel, Hello Meek. Put my baby baby girl. I love y'all. Y'all be blessed. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. A wonderful, wonderful year. I pray nothing but blessings on blessings on blessings. And peace and love to you all. Bye.